Welcome to the Darker Side Open today in Division C, the race between GhettoOtaku, NimbusTTP, RetroSnug, and MichaelGuy. On comms, right now it's just me, but in about an hour I will be joined by Red Lunatic, and our Restreamer for this race will be Smutty. So good luck to the racers. Hope they have a great time. And with that, we're gonna start soon. So with that, the race has started, and GhettoOtaku is already first through luncheon, apparently. The run bugging again. Good luck to all the runners. Runners making the race towards the bridge after getting Cappy. They're going into Toppat Tower right now. No hydrophobia by any runner. MichaelGuy having a bit of troubles in frog room. MichaelGuy and RetroSnug both going for left side. MichaelGuy getting it. RetroSnug having to back it up twice, while Nimbus and GhettoOtaku have gone for right side. And it looks like GhettoOtaku's gonna be the first one to leave Cap. Runners are about to get the first out of 500 minutes in this run. And looks like 3 runners, Nimbus, MichaelGuy and RetroSnug, are almost tied up. Well, GhettoOtaku is leading right now. Obviously MichaelGuy having the worst loads because he's on Switch 1. Yeah, GhettoOtaku entering Madame Brutes, followed by the rest of the runners. MichaelGuy and Nimbus both missing Dino Skip, but MichaelGuy having a bit of a cleaner backup. While Retro and Otaku are having decent Dino Skips. Otaku being finished with Madame Brute now. Retro missing the third boss, third phase. So MichaelGuy catching up to him while Nimbus is behind by a bit and Otaku is leading. It seems like Otaku has a pretty big lead over the other runners out of Cascade, even without DSS. I don't know if he usually goes for DSS, but I don't think so. Going to chest clip now. And getting it. Retro also going towards chest clip. Looks like he got MichaelGuy missed it. Obviously Nimbus going towards it too. And it looks like Nimbus got chest clip. Oh, he missed. And Nimbus having backup and Otaku almost being ahead by an entire Cascade globe. Which is pretty interesting. I mean, out of every runner, Otaku has the best any percent time. We have Nimbus just leaving Cascade as the last runner. While Otaku's making his way through sand pretty cleanly. MichaelGuy just entering and planting the seed while Nimbus is following him. Having a bit of trouble getting to overlooking town. And we see Otaku's dram attempt. He got it. Now going for plat clip. Getting it. RetroSnug going for dram too. It's like he may have missed. Yeah, he missed. Otaku being in Sphinx now. And Retro's that cycle is now a bit worse. MichaelGuy getting clean dram while Nimbus is just doing normal movement. Otaku going towards a P clip, getting it first try. Gonna be followed by MichaelGuy and RetroSnug soon. And Nimbus going towards Sphinx right now. RetroSnug going for a P clip now. Struggling a bit. Well, MichaelGuy got it first try. Taking over RetroSnug again. And RetroSnug got IP clip now. After a bit of struggle. Nimbus going for ground pound IP clip. Which is pretty interesting. Now going for backclip and getting it. Goku is about to leave inverted pyramid. While the other runners are making their way through the 2D areas in pyramid. MichaelGuy just getting secret room in the inverted pyramid. Followed by RetroSnug. And then Nimbus gonna get to that moon soon. MichaelGuy leaving the inverted pyramid. Followed by RetroSnug. And Otaku's on last phase of Harriet. Feeding her and now gonna get the multi-moon going into Night Sand. Well, MichaelGuy has just entered the Harriet fight. RetroSnug is in there too. MichaelGuy messing up Harriet a bit. Nimbus has also just entered the fight. Looks like RetroSnug caught up a bit during the Harriet fight. Obviously, MichaelGuy's on Switch 1. I mean, RetroSnug, MichaelGuy's on Switch 1 and you're on Switch 2. We need icons for, like, probably for week 2. The darker open, we would need like icons to show who's which one who's Switch 2 because it's kind of confusing. Nimbus just behind, going through to sand to Night Sand while Otaku's getting round tower moon. Otaku has a pretty big lead right now. Going into the underground now while RetroSnug has caught up to MichaelGuy RTA wise again. Nimbus going into slots now. Nimbus just getting the round tower story moon. Well, RetroSnug has made his way into the underground, followed by MichaelGuy. And Otaku's doing an interesting strat to capture that bullet bill. But he's in the knuckle attack fight now. Retro's not waiting to get the bullet bill, which is fair, I guess. MichaelGuy getting a bunch of coins on the big coin stack. Probably not that necessary. Yeah. Otaku doing some capthrow farming during the auto scroller part of knuckle attack. MichaelGuy almost missing the bullet bill. Going into knuckle attack fight now. Followed by Nimbus. And Otaku has killed knuckle attack now. He still has a pretty big lead over the other few runners. Because he's already out of night sand. Goku now getting tourist and hopefully going to Wooded instead of accidentally going to Lake. MichaelGuy defeating knuckle attack. RetroSnug already having collected the multi-moon, while Nimbus also just killed knuckle attack. And Otaku going to Wooded, which is good. RetroSnug's getting tourist, then going to Wooded, just like MichaelGuy will hopefully also do, and Nimbus too. RetroSnug also going to Wooded. Nimbus going to Wooded too. Just like MichaelGuy, so they have all went to Wooded. Which means they won't lose a lot of time. GhettoOtaku making his way through deep woods. Followed by RetroSnug and MichaelGuy. And now Nimbus too. Otaku is now almost done with Deep Woods. Just collecting Hobbling Brock and then leaving. RetroSnug now popping the Dino. Well, Nimbus and MichaelGuy getting the timer challenge. Now going to hit the Dino with the knot. Focus now going towards knot clip, where we will see if he'll do gate skip or no. Or if he'll even get it. And he missed it. MichaelGuy and Nimbus almost being tied up again. Nimbus having cleaner movement through Deep Woods. RetroSnug's leaving Deep Woods now. Seems like he caught up a bit more to Otaku. But Otaku still has a pretty big lead. And Nimbus standing on the bean sub. MichaelGuy getting kicked off by the Dino. Otaku doing a nice down throw stat right there. Maybe I'll steal that. RetroSnug also missing not clip. Now Nimbus going towards it too. RetroSnug bonking on the gate. Nimbus also missed not clip. MichaelGuy the only one getting not clip this run. Obviously not going gate skip. The other runners making their way through with it. MichaelGuy and Nimbus being close to each other. RetroSnug being ahead of them by a bit. And Otaku obviously leading the pack again by pretty good amount of time. He's going towards the spirit fight now. MichaelGuy and Nimbus both got the Piranha Plants Story Moon. RetroSnug going for FRS now and getting it. Nimbus won't be going for FRS, while MichaelGuy hits clean FRS, which makes him be in the RTA lead again. RetroSnug going into the tower while Otaku has finished the spirit fight. About to leave with it one. Otaku's now leaving with it one. RetroSnug falling off, getting towards Spirit. Bonking again, getting up, which makes MichaelGuy and Nimbus catch up to him and take the lead. And second, third. Yeah, Otaku's ahead by like 1.5 minutes, which is a lot. RetroSnug, I'm pretty tired and I've already done a lot of comms this week. And I'm also not that happy that I have to wake up at 5 AM on Tuesday, so energy will come when Ready Lunatic joins. Was making his way through lake. While the other three are pretty close to each other, globing in wooded. Otaku now going into a Rango fight. While the others are just in going to lake with the Cappy mashing sequence. Nimbus actually overtaking MichaelGuy again because of switch 2 loads. Goku now finishing off Rango, getting the moon, then going towards the exit, going towards first cloud fight. Basically getting hint art and on the lakeshore first. Otaku now globing, while MichaelGuy actually taking the lead again from Nimbus and RetroSnug. Otaku now in the mashing sequence, while Nimbus, MichaelGuy and RetroSnug getting the multi-moon. Having to get hint art and on the lakeshore. Otaku now fighting the main villain of this game. The other three are leaving lake now. And Otaku's now almost one kingdom ahead. Obviously it's just Cloud, but still. It's still a pretty big lead Otaku has over the others. The other three runners are in the Bowser fight right now. Just making their way through. Getting the F-warp now. The other three are getting to the third phase fast step, all of them hitting it, while Otaku has done the death warp. Getting joined in Lost One soon by the other three runners, which are pretty tight. Obviously MichaelGuy being ahead of them because he's on Switch 1 and the others are on Switch 2s, which means loads and stuff. Nimbus dying on meme tree. Really interesting. Taco now getting the cage moon and then picking out under a bridge. Going to death warp again. Then getting the island moon. RetroSnug missing the butterfly. And Otaku's about to leave Lost One now. Still ahead by a lot. And the run.gg is lagging him. Jay eats the run. Just blame the run. It also says that RetroSnug and MichaelGuy are behind first place by 27 minutes out of Lake 1. Yeah, no, Otaku is just the GOAT. Yeah, Otaku's on 249 pace. I mean, okay, syncing up times during a tournament with some stuff isn't easy. And like, skipping splits and stuff makes the system be wrong. Nimbus getting damaged by the RetroSnug dying before peeking out under a bridge. Going towards the island moon without peeking out under a bridge, which means he's behind by about a minute. Not a minute, by 1 moon. But MichaelGuy getting a big lead on Nimbus and RetroSnug. RetroSnug dying again on peeking out under a bridge. Nimbus now being ahead again of RetroSnug. And RetroSnug getting the frame warp. Otaku's now in the Wiggler fight. MichaelGuy messing up the jump to skip a big part of Nightmare Show. Let's see. Otaku gets probably get a clean 2 cycle. MichaelGuy messing up the jump in City Hall. Having to back that up. Giving Otaku a pretty big lead now. I mean, Otaku had a big lead before, but still making Otaku have a lot of time over the other runners. Otaku has just been playing better. He has been doing the same route as everybody else, just getting the cleaner movement. And yeah, Cypher's explanation. He hasn't been doing like any mistakes. Obviously having the cleaner movement. Yeah, Otaku's actually turn 18 on a Smurf. No, the other runners had pretty big mistakes before compared to Otaku. And Otaku just has the way cleaner movement too. Now, while Otaku's getting the first musician, MichaelGuy has just finished Wigger fight. I don't hope that Otaku will die on festival. Like the chances there. Nimbus now getting his 2 cycle, and RetroSnug 2 being lost now. Not while Otaku's getting the next musician already. I believe it's the second. I may also just be the third. Nimbus and RetroSnug are pretty close to each other. Yeah, Otaku now getting his next few moves. MichaelGuy is struggling a bit. Actually struggling a lot getting up. Otaku's winning by a lot. I mean, obviously Michael is on Switch 1, but Otaku's ahead by like almost 2 minutes. Then in Metro, Switch 1 loads only lose like maybe 40 seconds. So Otaku's winning by a lot, and obviously Nimbus and RetroSnug being behind. Otaku now going to sewers and festival. Well, MichaelGuy has just gotten his first musician. Nimbus and RetroSnug talking to Pauline. And yes, I said that in a very German way. Otaku making his way through sewers now. Dying! Otaku now losing a pretty big amount of time. Because he died. Letting the other runners catch up a bit, but his lead is already like so big, doesn't really matter. Yeah, RetroSnug, you should totally go for sewer clip. GhettoOtaku being done with all the musicians now. Before the other... Wait, no. Otaku now being done with sewers. Getting to this very long and annoying cutscene that you should totally be able to skip. While the other runners are just getting to our lost musicians. The death didn't really hurt his sleep, but still not that good to have a death. Otaku's now in festival. Hopefully not forgetting the secret moon in festival. MichaelGuy just entered sewers while RetroSnug has gotten his last position. And Nimbus is going towards sewers. MichaelGuy dying in sewers too. Giving Nimbus the time to catch up again and take the lead. RetroSnug now with sewer clip. Yeah, obviously not getting it. Also, he probably forgot to get we've forgotten to get this moon. Recently, my order, my master is better than the The only one is not having to do zero clip at high level. Nimbus and Michael are basically tied. And Otaku's on 1 HP. Almost making JD's prediction come true. And RetroSnug died in sewers. Being behind by a lot actually. Yeah, Frog, that is why you do sewer clip in darker. Otaku now being done with the festival before anyone else has entered this festival. Getting the last 2 moons. Yeah, RetroSnug, I'm watching. Otaku now being done with Day Metro. And RetroSnug, we won't turn off your screen. Because this is still a race. And you're still on PB pace. And you still can win this. But yeah. Michael and Nimbus getting the secret moon in festival, while RetroSnug has just entered the festival. Otaku going to snow now. And we will see shortly if he will hit one of the most important moon clips in his entire game. Where second box is very consistent. Nimbus now defeating Donkey Kong. Also on 1 HP like Otaku. I mean, Tectonic race for second isn't that close if you think about Michael being on Switch 1 and Nimbus being on Switch 2. Yeah, RetroSnug's behind by a lot actually. And Otaku's ahead by a lot. Getting the shot moon now. RetroSnug's now also done with the festival. While Nimbus and MichaelGuy are just leaving Metro 1. And Otaku got box clip, which makes me think he missed snow clip. But like Otaku's in the race area now. Michael and Nimbus still battling out who will be second. Obviously, Michael being on Switch 1, but Nimbus still gaining a bit of time over Michael. And Otaku's now in Bump Ball, where you can guess his time or something. I'm just gonna guess like a 52. Like I'm guessing a 52.89. Nimbus and Michael are both in Chiveria, while Retro's just leaving Metro. And Otaku's still bouncing around with the Chiverian, getting a bound ball time. Looks like he's on 55 or 54 pace. Yeah, 56.01 actually. Nimbus going for snow clip, now missing it. Going for this clip behind over here as a backup. Getting it first try. That's a pretty clean backup from Nimbus. I've never seen that clip. Michael falling down to his death. Didn't really see where he clipped, but I believe it might have been snow clip. Going for screen clip now as a backup. Getting it first try. While Otaku's just making his way through non-blizzard snow. And RetroSnug going for snow clip, missing it. Going for box clip as a backup. My opinion, the best backup of them all. If you get it first try, like Retro did. Nimbus is now in bound ball, followed by MichaelGuy, who had to take that death, but still isn't behind by a lot. But now making his way through bound ball, I'm gonna guess 57, 58. MichaelGuy now also in bound ball. I'm gonna guess like a 55. Wait, no, actually, I'm gonna guess a 56, 36 for him. Retro's now in bound ball 2. I guess Retro's bound ball will be a 5401. And Otaku's in Seaside now, getting his first few moons. Michael got a 5615, and I didn't see Nimbus's bound ball. Retro having a pretty clean bound ball so far. Probably on 53 pace, maybe. Yeah, not 52. Yeah, no, he got a 5440. Best bound ball of them all, which makes Retro catch up a bit. Michael and Nimbus making the race through the rest of Snow 1. And Otaku's now in the Gushin juggling area. Doing a down throw to capture Gushin. Leaving his Gushin there. Nimbus messing up first drive fish. MichaelGuy getting to fishing too. MichaelGuy getting a second try fish. Otaku still making his way through Seaside 1 with the Gushin. At this point, extending his lead still by a lot. Which is probably needed to beat MichaelGuy. Especially since his time's like actually closer to I can't talk. MichaelGuy's time actually like being 30 seconds or something better right now, and that will at the end of Darker will be 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Otaku now getting towards the last part of the Gushin juggling, going towards the canyon area. This actually, I didn't really see what if he got notes and seed, but I think he may have forgotten, or I'm just bad com, didn't watch what he did. Actually, not trying to keep his Gushin on the lighthouse. Retro now going towards the first story moon. While Otaku's making his way to the worst boss in the game. Nimbus now only getting the seeds and notes. Just like MichaelGuy who just got notes. Which makes RetroSnug be second again. Or maybe Nimbus will still keep his leads. But Otaku's now making his way through the mollusk boss fights. Yeah, Nimbus is still second, followed by RetroSnug in third and MichaelGuy in fourth. Unfortunately lost a bit of time in Seaside. Otaku missing the ground pound on Mollusk. Having to kill him almost at the lighthouse, at the glass palace thing. MichaelGuy actually getting back up to Toad from the island, from the story moon, losing his discussion, making the lead by RetroSnug and Nimbus extend, and obviously Otaku's leads expand further. Like, Otaku has played this very cleanly, except like maybe the mollusk fight. MichaelGuy now getting the third ground pound thingy. While Nimbus and Retro are both making their ways to the hot spring. Michael bonking getting to canyon excavation thing. Clock's now in luncheon. I'm gonna see some small plans or something type stuff in chat. But Nimbus is just making his way into the mollusk fight. Followed by RetroSnug. Snug maybe ahead of MichaelGuy again. If conversions and stuff. Yeah, Otaku's playing pretty well. Otaku's made a little amount of mistakes. Maybe a bonk here and there. His pick is probably being his death in Source. And a bit of stuff happening in Mollusk. Nimbus now going to the last hit on Mollusk. Almost back where they started the fight. Precious not missing the flip, but not having to kill Mollusk as far behind as Nimbus had to do. MichaelGuy is also getting close to killing Mollusk. Not getting the rock clip. Now Mollusk moving back to the glass palace again. And Otaku's making his way to the cheese on 1 HP. Killing the pan bro, having to get the other one back up. Now having Otaku dying to getting cheese because it was on 1 HP. Otaku's now getting the cheese. And if that's the chat, he could maybe raid it. Obviously, we don't have the honor to raid Jesus. That's Dancer's job. The rest of the runners are making their way out of East Side 1. Going into luncheon now. Catching up to Otaku by a bit because he had that death. Otaku's lead now shrinking by a bit, but he still has the cleanest movement of them all. Because I believe Otaku has a lot of experience in like SMO online and all moons. And obviously has done a few darker rounds. And this obviously having done some online stuff and all moons at darker runs too. RetroSnug also darker, and MichaelGuy I believe hasn't done that many darker runs. RetroSnug missing Spewers. MichaelGuy's now getting into Spear while Otaku got the multi-moon. Nimbus and RetroSnug making their ways to cheese. MichaelGuy had a bit of stuff happen to him. I believe he missed notes in Seaside 1 at first. Also dying to the snow out of bounds. And just being on Switch 1 too, making him lose a bit of time to loads. We could maybe get... If Dancer's in here, he could maybe raid MichaelGuy's and RetroSnug's cheese. RetroSnug getting a pretty decent cheese, I'd say. And now MichaelGuy getting hit by the pan, bro. Otaku now making his way through the cave sub area, getting the story moon. Now going to get the Piranha Plant moon and then going towards the second worst boss fight in the game. Mr. Cookatiel. RetroSnug has actually caught up to Nimbus. Nimbus dying in the magma path sub area. Otaku now making his way to Cookatiel. Now Nimbus is behind all of them again. But he got behind Tall Mountains before the other two runners. So he's actually ahead of MichaelGuy again, and RetroSnug getting the multi-moon, followed by Nimbus, and now Michael too. And Otaku's almost done with Cookatiel fight. Getting a pretty decent main game so far. RetroSnug waiting for Cappy to return, because they messed up the Happyless jump. Now bonking on the Spirit Arena, falling into the lava soup. Letting Nimbus catch up to him again, but Nimbus isn't doing forkless movement, which is pretty interesting. While Otaku has killed stupid annoying birds called Cookatiel. Michael following them with forkless movement. Otaku's now leaving Luncheon 1, going towards Ruined. Hopefully not forgetting Jasmine, but I think he knows the route well enough that he won't miss it. MichaelGuy's struggling a bit getting up to the story moon. Otaku's now in Ruined. Doing a nice trick jump. Not getting the moon clip if that would have been intentioned. And doing the other version of getting back up to the wire and then eventually to the ring fight. RetroSnug missing the jump. The KFR jump. Letting Nimbus overtake him again. The race for second, third, and fourth place is pretty interesting. And then there's Otaku in Ruined. Probably almost being done with Ruined before the others even enter. Being like almost 3 minutes ahead of the rest of the runners. Nimbus killing Cookatiel while Otaku killing the dragon. RetroSnug's now done with the Cookatiel 2. We'll probably see Nimbus leaving Luncheon about the same time Otaku's leaving Ruined. which means Otaku's ahead by very much. MichaelGuy also just killed Kukateel. Yeah, Otaku's ahead by like almost 3.5 minutes. Retro and Nimbus now going to ruins, followed by MichaelGuy, whose RTA wise is now in lost, but he's on Switch 1, so I don't really know what the times, like the conversion times are. RetroSnug is now going into the dragon fight. Otaku is now going towards shards, where we'll maybe see a down throw shards, but I don't really know. Yeah, no, Otaku's not doing down for shards, which is completely fair. Doing fancier version of regular shards. Well, the other runners are now just fighting the dragon. All of them luckily got Captain Toad in Ruined. I didn't see if who got it, but I believe he got it. But I think it's in the dark route to get that Captain Toad. But yeah, Otaku's now done with shorts, while Nimbus done with the dragon fights. RetroSnug's done with the dragon fight too. While MichaelGuy is going onto the dragon with 2 HP. Hopefully he won't die. Yeah. Doing this without any issue. Now being done. And all of the runners are now about to globe and then go into Bowser's. Second to last split of main game. Otaku's on pretty solid pace actually. Probably on sub 1-3x, like on 1-2x main game pace, which is actually pretty fucking solid for Div C. I think the best time we have seen in Div C so far was like a 331, and we saw 3 of those. No, I believe Gavin got a 330. but still, I don't think any of those got like otaku level main games. But Otaku just has like a lot of game experience and beam movement in his arsenal. The others now going to shorts while Otaku has just gotten the story moon for killing, defeating Harriet and Topper. They always somehow resurrect. I don't know how the Brutals resurrect, but they do, apparently. Focus now making his way towards the few moons you get before fighting the Mecha Brutal. Nimbus now going towards the any percent moon. Getting hit by that torch. While Retro's going for Bowser Jam. Hitting it. And Michael's going for it too. And Otaku's now going towards the mech fight. Just getting poking your nose in something again. Now just getting the moon on Bowser's nose. And then leaving main game. Nimbus is in blue fights now, followed by MichaelGuy and RetroSnug. And Otaku's defeating Mech now, going towards TA. Landing on the back thingy, but still hitting Spirit Bottle. And now Nimbus is going towards Topper, while Retro and Michael are going towards Harriet. The other runners, they're on Ghetto, getting the Luncheon Story Moon now. The Bunny Story Moon. Uh, I can't really talk anymore. I'm pretty tired. But Otaku's now about to make his way to Moon. Probably gonna get like a 127 or maybe even a 126 main game, which is very good. I believe Otaku can get a 126 main game actually, which I've never seen before in a Div C match. Like only 10 minutes behind world record, which is pretty fucking good for Div C. It says that Otaku signed up with a 338, which is insane because his run is on pretty solid 2x pace. Like he could get a low 2x maybe. I believe 12.7 and Beefrog both had a 331. Got like 132 or 33 main game exits. But this will be interesting what time Otaku will get. Messing up the jump a bit to get to the chest moon. Nimbus now going to the mech fight. Well, RetroSnug, yeah, he remembered now, but he killed his Pokio, which makes MichaelGuy overtake him again. This has been a pretty close race. Yeah, Otaku's on a pretty insane pace. Like, I don't know what he's doing in Div C. He should be Div B, or maybe even Div A. Michael now doing Birdless, getting Rango Bubble. Nimbus struggling a bit, getting Topper Bubble. Michael now getting Topper Bubble. Nimbus now killing Harriet lost. Oh, he just got speared second. We will probably see a TA by MichaelGuy and RetroSnug, but I don't know. Yeah, MichaelGuy is going for TA, and it looks like RetroSnug's going for TA too. MichaelGuy getting TA. Yeah, RetroSnug's going for TA too. Failing it and falling down. Doc is now on last phase. Yeah, RetroSnug failing and messing up is the same thing. Otaku's now making his way into escape. Probably getting a low 126 main game exit, which is like probably very decent 1x pace, or at least a low 2x. So this will be very interesting. The other runners now going towards Moon. RetroSnug and MichaelGuy actually being ahead of their PBs out of Ruined. Nimbus now getting the bunny. Not struggling too much with it. And Otaku's now going into pillars. He needs like 50, 51, like 50 pillars or something. Maybe 49 to get that 125 main game exit. Yeah, probably not getting the 125 main game exit, but still a very, very good time for Div C. He's kind of overshadowing the performances of the other runners. Like Nimbus, MichaelGuy and RetroSnug are still having a pretty close race to each other, but like Otaku's ahead by so much that you don't really notice it. Nimbus is still leading the pack of 3 there. And Otaku getting a 126-12 main game exit. Which is very, very good. Probably like a main game exit you'd expect from Div B. MichaelGuy's now making his way into the chapel. Followed closely by RetroSnug and Nimbus, who's already in the Bowser fight. And Otaku obviously in Mushroom 1. We have 3 people in the Bowser fight now, and Otaku doing Otaku things. Getting even a sub 130 Mushroom 1 exit. He's like already one kingdom ahead of everyone. Nimbus now in escape. Gonna be followed by MichaelGuy and RetroSnug soon too. But all of the runners have been playing on pretty solid pace. Nimbus now going towards pillars. And MichaelGuy is making his way into the area. RetroSnug is in 2D2. Yeah, Otaku's just, he lied to everyone about being Div C level. But yeah, Otaku's goat, so. Goat Div C performance by the goat. Nimbus now close to being finished with main game. Leaving with a 131-13. Gonna be followed by MichaelGuy and RetroSnug soon enough. While Otaku's in Snow 2. About to enter Shiveria. Yeah, MichaelGuy leaving main game, RetroSnug 2 now. All of the runners below a 132. But Otaku by far getting the best main game exit. Otaku is now making his way through the 3 Shiveria subs due to an darker post game. Then going down to Bound Ball area to then go for Blowy. MichaelGuy is now making his way into Peach's castle. followed by RetroSnug. These two runners are like almost tied up RTA wise. Nimbus getting close to being done with Mushroom 2. Going to the painting now. Start the painting chain. And join Otaku in Snow 2. But not for long, since Otaku's gonna leave for Cascade 2 soon enough. RetroSnug is in Snow 2 now too. And MichaelGuy too. So now all the runners are in the same kingdom again. But this race has been close, I'd say. I mean, with load adjustments, MichaelGuy's probably in second. Nimbus is in third and RetroSnug's in fourth, but RTA wise, MichaelGuy's actually in fourth. Otaku's now making his way to below Inoue. Getting it first try. Getting it second try. Going into Cascade 2 now. MichaelGuy just destroyed the Moonrock. Confused now. I think MichaelGuy's just forgotten to destroy the Moonrock and then button and like this moon. Which is pretty bad, if you ask me. Nimbus is about to make his way into Shiveria, where he'll play through the 3 sub-areas and Bound Ball area. Aku bonking on the Moonrock. RetroSnug's caught up to Nimbus by a good amount of time, actually. Being now closely behind Nimbus. And MichaelGuy now also going towards Shiveria now. Roku now getting the rocks. Going towards big chain jump. Hopefully he won't forget that. Yeah, he won't. RetroSnug is actually caught up to Nimbus and Snow 2. Focus now in the red room. Mysterious clouds. Nimbus died in boomer poison. Going for the 2-piece strat now. He jumped, probably just jumped over the pipe. But MichaelGuy has caught up by quite a lot, and Otaku dying to the clouds. Otaku now maneuvering through the 2D area. Well, RetroSnug's in snow shards. Nimbus is there now too. MichaelGuy's about to leave Mango. RetroSnug is about to make his way into the bomb ball area. Well, Nimbus is following him. MichaelGuy's still in shorts. Well, Otaku's in getting the Shot Moon in Cascade 2. RetroSnug's now going to blow Inoue. Missing it first try. And second try. And getting third try. Nimbus also about to go to below Inoue. Obviously MichaelGuy too, he's in bomb ball area. But Otaku's now almost a Cascade 2 ahead of the other runners. Getting 2 more moves here. And then leaving for Bowser's 2. Otaku's now in Bowser's 2 as MichaelGuy makes his way to Cascade 2. For if you have access to the brackets, the PBs should be on there, but I could just tell you their PBs. So GhettoOtaku's PB is 333.58. Nimbus's PB is 336.37. MichaelGuy's PB is 345 or 3, and RetroSnug's PB is a 337.27. Or I could just type the PBs into chat. But yeah, Otaku's on very, very good pace. Obviously, MichaelGuy is on Switch 1, which makes it seem like he's behind the other runners, but he's definitely ahead of Nimbus and maybe even ahead of RetroSnug. And Otaku's just zooming through. Probably on the best div C pace we've seen this tournament so far. We've obviously seen 2x pacers into post-game before, but these aren't as crazy as Otaku's run. MichaelGuy's now in the red room with Nimbus. Nimbus was gonna go for... Yeah, Otaku's pace is crazy. He should not be in Div C. I guess he hasn't really played a lot of Darker. Because, like, he has the best PB in any percent. He also has done a lot of All Moons and SMO online. Just run this game. Yeah, Otaku's now getting the second Notes Moon on that island. RetroSnug's now getting one of them. Guess it's Barrow 4. RetroSnug's struggling a bit with the Change Jump Moon, which allows Nimbus and MichaelGuy to catch up to him. All of the runners now. Nimbus falling down on the arch, which makes MichaelGuy get a lead on him again. The race for second has been pretty close so far, but yeah, first is like if Otaku doesn't like lose 10 minutes now, it's pretty obvious who's gonna get first. Yeah, no, Otaku's probably gonna get 1x or something, or low 2x. It's like insane. MichaelGuy's ahead of again of Nimbus. Otaku now making his way to the Ground Pound Bird Moon. Then Timer Challenge Jizo, and then he's leaving, I guess. I don't really know the routes. Yeah, RetroSnug's now in Bowser's 2. And Otaku's about to leave. He's like, Otaku's like one Bowser's 2 and a timer challenge and the Ground Pound Moon ahead of Michael and Nimbus. And like almost one Bowser's 2 ahead of RetroSnug. Otaku now in Seaside 2, where the big question is he gonna get the bird cycle? Nimbus messing up the jump, almost messing up the jump to the treasure room. Otaku just said that this is his third run, which is just insane. Third run and getting like being like on 1x pace. Red Lunatic just joined on comms.
Hello. I made it.
He will now be here for the rest of the run.
Hi everyone. How's the race?
Yeah, race is pretty close between RetroSnug, MichaelGuy, and Nimbus, and then there's Otaku on 1x pace in Div C.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
A race for second.
I mean, you can call it a three-way race between MichaelGuy, Nimbus, and RetroSnug. And Otaku's just also there.
What I forget is Bowser. Seaside is after Bowser's, right?
Yeah.
Fire.
Otaku's like an entire Bowser's 2 ahead of Nimbus and MichaelGuy, and
He's on 1 HP! Please don't die.
yeah, he's not like Bullcroft. I mean,
This 2D sucks more than the any percent one.
yeah, definitely.
Oh! Retro missed the moon. Preemptive slingshot. Nimbus about to miss the notes. Okay. I just realized how close Nimbus and MichaelGuy are. They're like almost in sync. Except MichaelGuy has one extra moon? I'm not sure what that would be.
And Michael's obviously on Switch 1.
Based. I wasn't here to see what direction everyone went for celebrating in the streets.
Yeah, I was too tired to look at that. But Otaku's getting closer to finishing Seaside 2. RetroSnug's also...
Oh!
Nimbus dying on the jump.
Not a big time loss, but...
Yeah.
This is an interesting setup for this. Works.
What? I think up a few points.
Yeah, that is like what determines who's in the running to win.
Yeah, Div C stats.
I'd be willing to bet Ghetto went to the right.
Yeah.
The correct direction.
I mean, there's two debates in this Darker Open. Which luncheon track you pick
Yeah.
and which side you go on the festival.
Whoa, I thought he was gonna hit by the eel.
Yeah, RetroSnug went the wrong direction, making him not get first. Could have kept up with Otaku, but just went to the left.
Nimbus? Oh, did he not get the bunny quickly?
Yeah, I believe so. RetroSnug now is now gonna leave. Bowser's 1, Bowser's 2. Now, not making Otaku be an entire the Bowser's Seaside 2 ahead of him.
It's close though.
Yeah.
It's about to leap.
Yeah, Snow and Seaside versus Snow always. That's not a debate. Like the only debates are small. I mean, it's optimal to go Snow first. I mean,
menuing. I don't know if it messes up a hint card or something.
Yeah.
I considered doing Seaside first.
I don't think there's a hint art stuff, like, it doesn't really matter. Retro's not going for the RCC,
Oh,
getting it second try.
that probably saved time. I've been seeing people do this. Is it actually that worth it?
No, it doesn't really save time. It only saves time if you get it first time. It's cool to do and like cool to get. It's not a hard trick, but it doesn't save time. Nimbus falling down on Jesus and MichaelGuy doing Invader because it's on Switch 1.
That Invader Moon is either super easy or god awful.
Yeah, if you miss the cycle. Nimbus now gonna do Invader 2.
What?
He's not on Switch 1, why is he doing Invader?
I imagine he missed the moon somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, he was behind. RetroSnug missing the seaside bird, going for backup. Getting it now.
Great backup, but it gets the
Yeah,
job done.
Nimbus needs a backup. Otaku's now on Torque Drift. Well,
Changed what?
MichaelGuy.
Oh, the rock. I was gonna say, why is he in that sub area? It's really the most riveting boss fight.
Yeah. I mean,
So he
Torque
should be
Drift-
getting his manip instead of sitting up there.
I mean, okay, this is Otaku's third run. And he's gonna get like a Div B level run.
That was pretty solid. Honestly, near Div A, I think.
Yeah. Getting
Yeah,
like
that's
close. He's getting close to the to Div A. Not like Div A level yet, but maybe his next few runs. Like, I believe, especially like this journey is a bit longer and the runs are like closer together. Otaku could get to Div A level.
Yeah, he definitely could. The problem with the tournament is just so many people have PBs that aren't very accurate because they've only done the run like twice.
Yeah, definitely. Like, for example, Katzen got like a pretty decent game exit. Like maybe even a 2x pace, but then like didn't get a good post game, but like they all can get very good runs. I mean,
Did
some of
MichaelGuy
them
just miss a moon? He didn't get the underwater highway one, the one that's just sitting there. He just went straight from under the blocks to this room.
Yeah. I mean, MichaelGuy entered this tourney with a 359.51.
Oh shoot.
Makes me believe he didn't do that many runs. But yeah, some of the runners have PB'd by a lot. Like in Div A to like Div
I don't think
B,
Retro's getting this.
and in Div C there have been like 15 minutes PBs. Otaku's also on pace to do that, but his PB wasn't like a 4x. Yeah. I mean, if Otaku keeps getting like runs at this level, Div C stat, Otaku's gonna win.
Yeah. Like, I'm in Div A. I want to say probably half of Div B has PBs better than me already. It's like actually insane.
Check. So
Maybe
you're on
not
Switch
yet.
1 with converted times. No Div B runner has gotten a better PB than you.
Oh really? I think they will in the next week or two. I've heard Div B is full of people who are like sub-hour runners who just haven't played Darker.
I mean, I see 257 runners in there, a bunch of 58 runners, also 59 runners, and stuff like that.
I think if another Darker Open gets done, it'll be really awesome because from this, people will actually have accurate PBs. But obviously, with this being the first Darker Open, you can't make people do runs and get a PB that reflects their skill.
Almost a post-game PB tournament would like make people get better at all moons. I mean, I would understand if there wouldn't be any all moons tournaments because the runs are too long.
Yeah, it's probably like maybe an 8-way all moons run at best.
Yeah. I mean, already 4-hour comms is pretty long. But then 8 hours, and for some runs even more.
Yeah, I don't even think you could get comms for that.
Yeah, but the Darker Opens, like, Darker's a decently long category, and a lot of people find Darker like the best category of them all. Like, and they enjoy running Darker, and having a Darker tournament is fun for them. Yeah, exactly, 04. But if we would have like a Darker Open in like after the any percent Open, I believe it would be more accurate.
Yeah.
Like between the divisions. But while we have the bit, yeah, 4-player any percent Open. While we yapped a bit, Otaku's now getting Corner Knot. Nimbus has done Fish Clip. MichaelGuy is going to the eel, and RetroSnug's going to with the 2 now.
I've been trying to pay attention to all 4. I don't think anything of note has happened.
Yeah. I haven't noticed anything, really. Except Otaku being on pretty good pace. But we all noticed that. He's like ahead of them by a lot.
I wonder how his bird cycle is going to be. This is any percent Otaku, lock in.
And he messed up.
Oh, redemption? No, I don't think that worked. Maybe. I would have been so hyped if that worked.
Yeah. I mean, Otaku's just messing around a bit because he noticed he's ahead by a lot. Also,
are you supposed to warp to? Oh, is he doing Volcano Cave? I guess he is.
yeah. Not doing invisible roads. I mean, you can do both. But now we can see Otaku's bird cycle.
It's a little slower than I'd like so far, I think, but I'm sure he'll still make it. It's not super hard. Oh,
Yeah, well,
might be challenging now.
yeah.
I'm sorry, there's like
Or he
fireworks going off that side.
Or he'll just like wait for the birds before timer challenge.
Yeah, I think he will. He does not have time to do timer first. Maybe he can.
He will go for
It'll
it.
be close. It'll be close.
Yeah, he needs a good timer.
Timer isn't as long as you'd think, though.
Yeah. And Otaku?
I can't see the bird, but I guess he made it with plenty of time to
Yeah,
spare.
he made it. He had time to spare. I mean, not that much, like a second or two maybe, but he made it. But we have everybody in the same kingdom, like, since like Snow 2. I mean, okay, like barely sometimes in Seaside and Cascade, but yeah. Otaku has just been leading.
I'll be right back for like 1 minute.
Retro's not done with Torque Drift, while Otaku's almost done with it too. He has to get the sub-area moons and then obviously like another 2 moons because he didn't do Nimbus Roads. Getting close to the clip but not quite getting it.
What club?
The one in the bullet bill.
Does that save time?
Yeah, it saves like 1 second or something.
Oh, every time I've gotten there, I just bonk into some blocks.
I mean, I've seen people talk about it saving time. Taco now getting close to the end. Obviously having to do VCC probably.
Yeah, unless he has some other backups. Like maybe he'll do the Captain Toad and the other moon in Lake.
Yeah.
But I'd be willing to bet on VCC. I think he's high level enough that he could definitely do VCC with just a little bit of practice.
Oh, definitely. We have Otaku now in Zen 2 at a pretty good pace.
Oh. I tried to shoot the box again because he unloaded it.
Nacho, what are
Nice.
you doing? By the way, the stats
Just
on
do the
screen.
intermediate jump.
Yeah.
Interesting, I guess.
But the stats on screen are like bugged.
Oh, this is not making it.
Retro missed toe jump. Looks like MichaelGuy's on 337 pace. RetroSnug is on 331 pace. Yeah, RetroSnug has been keeping up a lot with the other 2 runners.
So Yotaka could maybe like mid 1x this. He is ahead of my PB, but without conversion.
Yeah, but with conversion, your PB says 313. RetroSnug
Yeah,
RetroSnug's struggling a bit getting the Snot Moon below the observation deck.
I think he could probably like 315 or 316 in this run.
Yeah. I mean, Div C will be dead.
They gotta
We
lock
should
in.
honestly move Otaku to Div B.
Just swap him out. Oh, what is he doing? That was an adventurous jump. Got bullet bills flying at him everywhere.
Yeah. MichaelGuy now going for toe jump, getting it. Nimbus now going towards toe jump 2.
What happened? Why did Retro warp to observatory? Or observation
I don't know.
deck?
He probably wanted to get back up or something.
I think he forgot spinning platforms and then realized at some point and just worked back.
Yeah, but you can get spinning platforms by jumping from below. I don't know why he jumped back up. MichaelGuy also struggling with the not below observation deck, but not as much as Retro. Otaku now getting this moon, like the moon at the far end of sand. Going to reverse Jaxi now.
I saw a 55 runner die to that reverse Jaxi movement the other day.
Yeah, I mean that can happen. Everything can happen.
Oh, this bird is in a terrible spot.
Yeah. He messed up a bit before on the hard block stuff,
Oh,
but he got the birds, which is like better than missing.
he did miss that island moon, but it's not a big deal because
Yeah.
if you go straight from timer to cactus, you're waiting on Cappy anyways.
Yeah.
So honestly, ideally, you would be doing the timer right after or before the island moon anyway.
Retro's struggling a bit in pipes.
MichaelGuy and Nimbus in sync.
Yeah.
And they are closing the gap on Retro.
Yeah.
Well, I guess MichaelGuy's pretty far ahead with conversion though.
Yeah. I believe Michael missed it. Oh no, he's getting it after. I guess that could be Pebble.
I don't think it really matters.
Yeah.
The line is a little bad, but
I mean, both runners are entering pipes now.
who's gonna have a better
Retro
place?
died in Invisible Road.
Oh,
Yes.
not
The
good.
Switter 2 hasn't been kind to Retro.
You might die again. Yeah, you're. Oh wait, I was thinking it was the Cappy-less version. I was like, you're not making that.
Doing some clean Piranha Plant movement.
He's on 1 health. Oh!
Died! Retro!
That is so unfortunate.
Yeah, MichaelGuy and Nimbus both caught up to him, which will probably make Otaku... And he has to
What
wait for
is Nimbus doing? Why does everyone hate this sub area?
because Retro died twice. Maybe that could be a reason.
Just stream sniping.
Yeah. But Otaku's now probably gonna almost be done with Stand 2 and the other runners are done with Will 2. Which will give him like an 11-minute lead.
He's still got a decent bit of sand left. I think they'll be in.
Yeah, it's Ogre, it's the island.
I think that's Nimbus ahead of Retro.
Yeah,
I mean,
but he
minus
didn't
the
do
moon
the
difference.
Invisible Road. MichaelGuy's ahead of him too.
That's still a pretty bad time loss. Maybe even with the sub area.
Retro's struggling to get Yeah, that will probably... Yeah, he warped. He knew that bird cycle wasn't going to work. MichaelGuy... What's MichaelGuy doing? Nimbus got the bird, though. Otaku's now on the inverted pyramids. Nimbus has to wait a bit for Cappy. Yeah, Otaku's now gonna go to the last few parts of Sentu.
Why did
Retro.
Nimbus go for that ground pound?
I didn't see that.
That's so funny. Never seen anyone try and
MichaelGuy
ground pound the
gonna
fiber.
MichaelGuy gonna wait for the birds. I believe RetroSnug's gonna miss the birds.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, he definitely does not have time to do the timer challenge.
Oh.
No!
Oh, Get
Retro.
it! Get it! Oh,
No.
what's the backup here?
Either he'll go to the top, but that backup is slow. But like, he can't miss another bird though. Probably
There
just a
is
seaside backup.
the all birds movement, which isn't a terrible backup, but it is pretty hard.
Backup, actually.
You'd warp to like the Spirit fight and then roll over the arena and then jump like onto the platform where you finish FRS, and then the bird will be there if you're fast.
Yeah. Nimbus is about to leave with a 2. Still has the same amount of moons as Otaku. The other twos. MichaelGuy has 2 more moons and RetroSnug has 1 more.
MichaelGuy has 3 because of Invader.
Oh yeah. I forgot about Invader.
Oh, what is happening? Oh, did he mess up this jump? No.
Otaku now getting... Yeah, Otaku now getting the moon. Going
That was...
That was something, Retro.
I like the idea. The ground was way too high up for that.
Otaku now almost going to be done.
I wonder if he knows the Dream. That would be so aura.
I believe he does. Because Otaku is Aura in person.
This town movement is not going well.
Yeah. MichaelGuy's in Sentu now too.
I think the only thing that could kill Otaku's pace right now is if he dies in the next few seconds. That would be really unfortunate.
Yeah. Oh no.
Oh, no. It's over.
Yeah, unfortunate.
Call off the PB.
Yeah. Yeah, Otaku's doing the jam.
It looks... He might capture too early here, but he did jump pretty far. It looks good.
Yeah. No,
Oh.
he didn't get it.
I don't know. I have no idea what could have happened there. Bullet build maybe just not in the right spot. I was gonna say, it looked like Cappy would connect too early because the bullet bill went pretty far forward, but he made the right correction there. I just think it was in a bad spot.
And with that, Otaku's leaving for match 2. And unfortunately, I have to leave for comms 2 now. Because it's getting like too late for me because I have school tomorrow and stuff, and when I have a normal sleep schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm
fair.
gonna go now. You will hear Lunatic come for the rest of the run. And goodbye, everyone.
Bye. He doesn't run darker, it's fine. Yeah, I don't know what people say. Any percent PBs don't like convert to categories like darker, but they definitely do. It just takes like 3 runs. It's only the first one that doesn't matter pretty much. Or even first run could if they, you know, took the time to practice splits before. Okay, I'm gonna try my best to solo calm this. I was overwhelmed duo calming the other day with only 3 screens on Div. Now I'm by myself with 4. Almonds... I feel like my improvements for darker will help my almonds. I don't think my almonds help my darker. If you're really good at almonds, for sure, it definitely helps. But I have like a mid-8 in almonds, which is like, is okay. It's not terrible, it's not good. And I don't know. I had a darker PB in like the high 2x, mid 3x range around the time I started doing almonds, and I didn't really see improvements after running it. It was only when I locked in on darker. Ooh, good bird pickup. I don't know what happened for the bird to be there. I'm a little concerned about this bullet bill blowing up on MichaelGuy. It didn't. Sometimes I feel like you can spend too long leading it out. Like, I don't feel like it capturing fully resets that timer. But maybe it does. Dog abuse. We'll see if he gets this. Whoa. It worked. Super, like, blind camera. Just throwing at the bird blindly, but it worked. And then other 3 runners, still pretty close, minus the conversion for MichaelGuy. That reverse jacksie terrified me. I saw like 4 different movement things that just made me be like, yeah, he's bonking here. And then he just didn't. You can click Y to get out of the stun. I think if you click Y and you're like within a half-mile radius of the scooter, even if you're stunned, it'll just get on the scooter. I feel like that's my experience. I like how you can put the scooter both ways, even though there's like seemingly a very intended one. Personally, I think the front wheel should be like a lot bigger. And then you have to go a specific way. Yeah, that jump was not making it. I don't even know how you manage that. That's like the shortest ledge ever. Okay, we got some Oasis gaming going on, the tower. I hate this like 2D tower to pyramid section. It's so boring. Actually, I just hate everything from like Oasis and Sand all the way to probably after the Shards Island. It's really boring. MichaelGuy on the complete wrong palm tree. I mean, yeah, I think that's kind of how it's supposed to be. Because if you win once, then you have to lose twice to get out, I'm pretty sure. And if you lose once, you have to win twice to stay in. So it's kind of an uphill battle. Is he gonna hit by this bullet bill? Yeah. Is it time for scoot clip? Alright, good. I don't want to see any captures. Nice drive-by. I cannot do drive-by for the life of me. I will sit and ram my head into that cage for like 10 minutes if I have to. Retro possibly made up some time to MichaelGuy? I'm not sure. I thought they were a bit further apart. Alright, this timer challenge. The one on the top right. I feel like everyone does it differently. Unless you're like actually amazing at Darker, in which case everyone probably does it the same way. Well, I'm mad about the format because I'm seed 15. And I know that's just what happens, but I'm mad. I'm a complainer. Interesting Moai to capture. Usually you do it on the third one. I think it makes it the easiest. And it's fast. Alright, who's gonna send the cactus off the edge? No one. I feel like points could have worked well for this, like for the first few rounds. I mean, I don't know exactly how that would work, but I feel like it makes it less punishing for people who get paired up against people who have like way unrealistic times for their division, right? Because like top seed or like top PB just gets an insane amount of points on like their first couple rounds, and then they're sort of filtered out, right? I honestly don't know. I might be making things up. Right now you get like super, super badly punished for just being put against someone with a crazy darker time. I mean, I wouldn't even say this match is like a terrible offender, because it's very possible for a race to be two of those people with crazy PBs. Like, at least here, you're still playing for second. Some matches are just doomed from the start. I think everyone having 2x by the end of Div C is totally possible, though. Did Retro miss this moon, by the way? I thought I saw him... Like, I think I looked away the moment before he would have hit it or not hit it. I thought I saw him doing that a second ago. Maybe I was just looking at MichaelGuy. MichaelGuy taking a death. Super unfortunate. I wonder if he was trying to go for the trim. He went very quick off that platform, which tells me he has places to be. I just don't think he had the right movement. He didn't have that speed going in the right direction. Nimbus definitely catching up to MichaelGuy, though. Like, I'm just realizing now, like, I thought with conversion, MichaelGuy was, like, way ahead of Retro and Nimbus, but Nimbus is well into Metro. I don't know what his split time was for its sand, but it could be in that 2-3 minute range that you need. And there's still plenty of run left. I'd love to call a Div B match. I was saying during a Div A match the other day, like, I want to see the world burned in these darker post games, unless they're on PB pace. If they're not on PB pace, I want to see the worst out of everyone. Just because, I don't know. I like runners who can handle things they're not super familiar with. And for Div B, Div C, even maybe Div A a little bit, there's a lot of like very, very good any percent runners, but some of those runners aren't super familiar with post-game stuff. And honestly, that's what I love to see. It's like I'm going to complain about these runners who will be very good still in the low seeds, but for as long as they aren't super good at darker, I'm all for it. I feel like I should have been Div B. And maybe that's just because I'm always Div B in the any percent open, but actually that's not even true. I was Div B last year. The year before I was Div A. Div B just feels right. Okay, that was an interesting way of doing this fuzzy zoom bit. I need to start going for that jump. It just scares me. It's kind of precise. Well, my any percent time is god-awful compared to literally, and I mean literally everyone else in my division. And granted, I did lose my match, but it was close. Only because Max Series apparently rolled off at the end of Darker. Which, honestly, that's embarrassing that I did lose still. What did he do? What BTT thing? What is there to do? Something into the painting? Cool down throw. Listen, I'm a Joy-Con runner, but I see other Joy-Con runners trying to fit down throws into literally everything, and it's usually not faster. That one, I would say, probably not faster. And I'm all for the down throws, but come on. Joy-Con usage just be down throw into down throw. This is the first time I've seen a bullet building from someone who I imagine doesn't do bullet building in any percent during this. It's kind of cool. I mean, I don't do bullet building in any percent either, but like I've tried to learn it and it's terrible and I hate it. But I can do it sometimes. And even if I do mess up, I have an okay backup. Bullet building is that any percent strat that I feel like everyone, like, if you're 102, 101 level not doing bullet building, you're doing something wrong. Except probably 60% of the time I see people doing bullet building in tournaments at that level, or even better sometimes, they mess it up. Double shop. Wait, why are we getting... Oh, lunch and shit. I was so confused because we were just watching Otaku in Lake. I was like, now they're in Lake and now someone's getting a shot moon. Honestly, that's true. You just gotta get good enough. Like, you don't gotta beat the time, well, of whoever you're competing against. You gotta get a time that you know you can get again, And that is better than their time with the mistakes that they'll probably make from being, you know, inconsistent or doing strats that are hard. Honestly, that's how I got to Div B finals in the 80% open. I just did basic stuff the whole entire time. And that works in the one-on-one format. Four-way, you can abuse that even more. The problem is I think every division probably has more than one person who's just way above everyone else. Windums, 398. That's the number you want to go for. Did he do Volcano? BCC? I have to pull up the stream. Not hypothetically. I don't mean hypothetically. I mean get a PB that... I mean, unless your PB is, like, amazing and you don't think you can do it again. But chances are, at this level, it's not. Get a PB that's within a few minutes of them, but that you know you can do again. Like, only do movement you're fully confident with. If you're trying to beat inconsistent runners. It's an interesting way to do notes. Maybe the most interesting way to do notes. Is he even gonna do it? I guess it lasts forever. MichaelGuy finishing up Metro, so was Retro. Somehow Ghetto an entire lake and luncheon ahead of two of the runners at least. I don't know if Nimbus entered the lake before he left luncheon. Did he do VCC? I was not paying attention. Because he didn't do Invisible Road, so I don't know what got him to 398. I'm pulling up the VOD. Because I would have loved to commentate VCC, but apparently I just was totally unaware. Yeah, his pace is actually wild. No, he didn't do VCC. Where did he get 2 extra moons? If he keeps going at this pace, I think he could 316 or 317. Like, I'm pretty sure he's ahead of my PB without conversion. Mine's a 313. Maybe even 315. Decent notes. Does Div C have any other, like... How do I say this? People with good any percent times. Like... I think mid 1x... Oh no! Mid 1x is where... Oh my gosh. That's so unfortunate. That was a bad vow dive. 1x is where any percent movement does start actually carrying over. Mid 1x you can totally get with just being comfortable with the route. After that, you kinda need some actually hard movement and tricks. I'm probably leaning a little more away from 315. I do really hope there's another Darker Open within the next, like, year. That way people have actually accurate PBs for the most part. I think if you wait like 2-3 years, it's probably gonna be the same problem again. And this year's is just, it's kind of doomed to be scuffed, not because of anyone's fault, just so many people have never run Darker before. I think every division has a 10-minute gap. Oh, you mean one, just between like 1 and 2? That was scary. I thought Retro was going to the poison. Alright, Ghetto moving on to Cap. Let's see how this Moonrock jump goes. I only learned recently that on that box move, Nimbus is getting, if you spin throw, Cappy likes to stay on the box, but if you do any other kind of throw, he just likes to come back after hitting it once. Which, maybe I don't know anything, because Nimbus just did a regular Cap throw, and Cappy just stuck there. So, maybe I'm missing something else. Anyway, good Moonrock jump. First try. There's a whole thing in the speedrunning Discord about how these, like, ledges refresh your cap bounce. I was under the impression that they don't refresh your cap bounce, but apparently they do. Like, I swear, if you cap bounce... Oh my gosh, Nimbus. If you cap bounce before you ledge grab, like, I've never gotten my cap bounce. Not a single time. And I'll do the same thing after. But I just need to start doing what everyone else does in that sub area and just not ledge grab at all. I didn't know that was a thing. Nimbus done with Lake. Everyone else not too far behind. Did he get the checkpoint? No. Now he did. I feel like Cap is kind of a snooze after the Moonrock jump. Is that just me? This bunny is not cooperating. That was a good spot to get it though. You just don't want it jumping down. That's when it's annoying. MichaelGuy dying. I don't know what happened. Retro entering the same room. We'll see how this goes. Bro, everyone is... Okay, I was proven wrong. You do get your cap bounce back. Is everyone doing the same ledge grab across that? Why is this like... Oh. Okay, why is this like 12 times faster than my... my red sub-area? Retro literally just made up all the time right there. At least RTA. There is still conversion. But that was like a lot of time saved. And now we're standing here. That is such a weirdly like specific condition. Otaku's on like mid to high 1x pace. I think 316 is probably possible. Just going off my splits. Definitely not 310. Unless my last like 4 splits are just god awful, I don't think 310. I think 316, 317 for sure. Barring any major mistakes. Alright, let's see how turnip 2 goes. For Nimbus. Where is that turnip? This, okay, we're taking the long way. That's chill. I actually hate the turnips because you can long jump and grab them if you long jump out of a roll. Like 95% of the time, Cappy, like, it'll just throw your hat at the turnip. If you long jump just from like running, then that doesn't happen. Like, I don't know why that's a thing. And don't even get me started on that roll cancel. It's so bad. Something must have happened, because we took a picture of the moon rock and then took a video. Okay, Nimbus is on Switch 2, doing the shop. That's normal. But he did also do an 8, I think, unless that was someone else. I think Nimbus is probably like 10 minutes behind Otaku. With some golds, he could 2x. I think under for sure. He's like about to finish up luncheon, and then Otaku's just finishing cap. Luncheon and Lost and cap are not they're not 15 minutes. They're like 10 combined. Maybe like 12 or 13 at this level. It's the wrong turnip. That's not the pot. It's quite far off. It was about 90 degrees to the right of the pot. I think Nimbus could 2x. Is that crazy? I think it's definitely possible. I wish we were able to do Moon 2 right after unlocking Dark Side. That would make menuing so nice. But alas, cap hinter it. I thought he was going to miss the ground pound on the bump. I'm sad I missed the Snow Kingdom bump moon. Someone said before or maybe like during the tournament, I don't know what it was, that bump is the worst moon in Darker Side. And now I think it's just really funny, because now that they've said that, I notice that literally everyone messes it up all the time. It's so fun. This is any person. Lock in. Alright, got salt triple. Did not save time with it, but it's okay. Isn't there literally a fork right at salt triple? I'd be willing to bet Nimbus gets a huge gold if he doesn't die here. Oh my god! That was crazy. Body blocked by the other lava bubble and just ruined his jump. That's insane. Yeah, I would not get that close to the other lava bubbles. Just jump way before it. Uh-oh. Okay. Made it into the toad spot. I think for all intents and purposes, we're hoping for 398 from all runners after Moondump. I didn't see MichaelGuy's or Nimbus's. But I think... Oh my gosh. Nimbus is gonna give me a heart attack. I don't even think that death was really his fault. I mean, technically it is, but I wouldn't blame anyone for that. Are we gonna see the post-game luncheon Goombet again? From the, like, 2021 Darker route? I'm shocked he bonked and grabbed the moon that low. I was gonna watch for retros because it was on the screen and then I just didn't. He'll probably get like Luncheon 2D as a backup or something. Or maybe this Binoculars moon, but it's very slow. Track 47. I'm not passionate about this one. Celebrating the streets, I'm deeply passionate about. This one, I don't care as much for. Because there's validity to both ones. 47's the better song, but track 4 is like... Well, the slide doesn't say the inputs for track 47, so I wouldn't blame anyone for doing track 4. Only... That was just a flex. I don't even do that crazy Trapito thing. What the heck? Where did that come from? Uh-oh. Where was MichaelGuy in this movement? I think he was going up to the tree moon. I missed this platform being chroma keyed. What the heck? How dare these organizers be organized and fix problems? I think it's close with the conversion. He might be, actually. Because he just has this, like, the propeller pillar sequence of mins, and then timer, and then he's done. I thought earlier it was a much, like, further gap. He could be ahead, though. Moonrock jump, I don't think that works, no. I'm surprised that moon was loaded in. I have to, like, really point my camera at it before getting there. Alright, second try moonrock jump, that's not bad. I think it was second try. Didn't see any tries before that. I'm curious where this backup moon is going to be for retro. Oh my god, holy save. The dive back with the spin throw. I'm assuming Otaku's not going to do 2D, because he's surely got every moon. Right? I think 18 leaving luncheon at least sounds correct. Oh, Nimbus is getting scammed. How did he not make it up? I always try and like not just land on the sign, but run up the sign with the Goomba, just to make sure that doesn't happen. It's not the fastest, but it works. Why is Cappy so large? I'm very scared about this timer challenge. Yeah. Is that the backup? I guess it is. Honestly, that was good decision making right there. I don't know if maybe he was already planning on doing that though. Maybe that was his backup, but who knows? Yeah, I think Nimbus is probably ahead, even with conversion. Because he missed the timer challenge, presumably. So it's faster than just going back up for the timer. You know, I'm gonna start complaining about this too. Left side versus right side rolling sub area. I'll always go for the coins. I don't care if you need coins or not. Get the freaking coins. Okay, didn't die. I'm not gonna lie. I hate this moonrock jump if I'm not doing it like from the exact angle that I like start at, you know, first try. Oh, I guess it does actually matter. Never mind, I'm not gonna complain about that. I swear to God, Ghetto just jumped on that Goomba and then captured it. That is what that looked like from my view. Like, it really looked like he bounced on something. Oh, that was a almost bad jump. It's always a bad feeling when you get the speed that you need for Goombet jump, but you just fly off to the right. I hate this tower. Sucks the wall jump off of. We got it though. Alright, we did not miss Moon Hinter. I'm sorry, where are we going with this Paragoomba? How did we get up there? What led to that? I'm so confused how we just descended from the heavens onto Bonneter Blockade. I really wish I was paying more attention. There's too many screens, but at least one of them is just Toadette now. I'm gonna do shoutouts when the other three are in Toadette. Because I think Ghetto will be done before then. He might not be done. He might be about to finish. But they'll definitely still be in the middle of it, even after he's done. So I'm gonna hold off. And if shoutouts were done during Ruined, then double shoutouts. I wasn't there, so I don't know. What happened? Did he miss the moon under the brim? There's always like crazy stuff happening that I only see the result of, like, as it happens. Like, how was Retro under that moon right there? Like, in front of Top Hat Tower? I assumed he'd already done this movement and then like tried to jump down for the moon under the brim and then missed, but That's not what happened. Unless he got it first and then tried to jump back up. Uh-oh. I've noticed Nimbus does not have the best time with rabbit moons. I'm okay with the down throw on this timer challenge. Okay, another moon hint turret, not forgotten. If I'm gonna forget a hint turret, it's the moon hint turret. I think I stopped forgetting that. It's time for the best and longest kingdom, Moon 2. Personally, I think Darker needs Moon 3. I wonder how slow the swinging sub-area would be. So I feel like it's not that slow a sub-area, and it is just right across the gap. I mean, it's kind of slow. I'm like pretty confident now Nimbus is definitely ahead of MichaelGuy. Well, not if he can't get this moon. If you fall down, or if you activate the top block and then fall, please just ground pound jump, cat bounce, and land on it. don't just sit there punching the other blocks. It's not worth it. And we're done with Toadette. Do we have 500? I hope so. I would say 316 is probably impossible unless he's TAS. And I don't know what TAS Darker is. Is there a TAS Darker? Actually, I'd be willing to bet even Com Sub is under 349. Sorry, 449. Apparently there's not a 4-kit Salt Triple. I thought there was. Is there not? I swear there is. I feel like that'd be such a cool task. Like, just for the Darker split, not all of it. Or, I assume that's what you meant, because I don't think there's a full task of anything yet. But I might be out of touch. Kaizo Darker is cool. I feel like you could do a tournament just off Kaizo Darker. I don't think it's crazy long. Once you're good at it, it's probably like 30 minutes. Maybe even like 20. I think it'd be really cool. And also hard, by the way. Very, very difficult. Retro is like really holding on to this like less than 10-second RTA lead. Oh, wait, that was an Aura triple. It would have been cooler if you could get like directly to the moon. I honestly don't know the legit movement for that. I literally just ground pound jump and hope I hit the top block and land on it, which is very annoying. Now we're gonna see the freezing water part. I think that's like fast if you're really good at the game. That was a little skip. Good heart pickup. I remember one time there was a category for all hearts. and then like it was getting some good runs, and then I think they suddenly found a different, like a new heart that they didn't account for, so then like all the runs were invalid, and then I think they just gave up and removed the category. Probably don't need to be going for that lava bubble movement if you're not recapturing. That was a good save. Love the rainbow spin. I honestly thought he was dead. No darker FRS. That was a good down throw. Honestly, better than I could have done it. I'll like jump on the block and down throw to the side, and it's pretty quick. I am mad impressed that he just did it on the way there. And a good glide on skip. Nimbus is on 1 health. How did that happen? Get looked fine to me. Was he not like shaking that hard? Because the height was totally fine. It's not like strict whatsoever. You skip. You skip. You skip. Someone should do that. Where you do U skip and then you go backwards and then you do U skip again, then it's a double U skip. I'm really inventing some XD skip bullcrap right now. It is 316. Why did I think that wasn't possible? I think I had my darker times wrong. GG. First place, 316.40. You'll love to see it. That is 5.5 seconds off my Switch one time. That is scary. Like, we got Div C people almost beating my PB. What is Div A and Div B gonna do? Well, Div A already crushes me because I'm seed 15, but that's seriously impressive. Retro still within 10 seconds of MichaelGuy RTA. I'm like on the edge of my seat. They're like having the closest race ever if you ignore the conversion. Moving from that checkpoint's interesting. I'm so confused what Ghetto got. He skipped Invisible Road, he didn't do VCC, and I don't think he did Lake Toad. So I'm confused what the extra moons were. I mean, Ghetto's gonna beat my PB by the end of this, and I'm 2 divisions above him. An interesting way to do Mushroom Bunny. I just go from the right and then just roll forward into that, like, hallway. That's not a good name for that. But it just works if you just roll with the bunny. As long as you don't send him left. And here's our 2D moon, which is going to put MichaelGuy back ahead RTA, and we're on 1 HP. And dancing. Oh my gosh, I thought that lava bubble from like the next set was going to show up and end him. I need to figure out, like, there's a mechanic with getting that toad and like the monitor and cap to go sooner. I don't know what the mechanic is. A good jump. Are the commands updated yet, or am I about to make a fool of myself when I do these shoutouts? They weren't updated last time I commed. I think I shouted out like Buster and someone else. That's fair. I wouldn't want to update commands. I'm honestly impressed that they did it so consistently during the any percent stuff. Every year too. I think I've seen it not updated when I've commed maybe like once or twice. And that was always on races where like the Restreamer was like, I'm really busy right now, I'm gonna step away during like the whole run. Honestly, shout out consistency on these tournaments just in general. Besides start times, everything else always works like very, very well. I don't know how the organizers do it, but whatever they do, keep it up. And on cue, my Discord screen share stops working. But I think that's just my slow internet. I mean, it is working now. I don't mean to like alarm anyone. Like right when I said shout out organizers, then it just like froze for 5 seconds. Alright, we got a couple of Goombat jumps in a second. MichaelGuy uncapture the Goomba? I've never seen someone do that before. Oh. It was not the jump part of Goombat jump, and that's gonna put Retro ahead again, RTA. This is the closest pre-conversion race ever. Second try, looks good. It looked okay. Kind of got like 0 speed boost, but the beauty of Goombat jump is that you kind of don't need a speed boost. It just helps. We're editing our button mapping for Toadette. I wish I paid more attention to see what changed. There was something on like the right shoulder button. The ZR or R. I assume maybe mapping first person to that? I've never seen someone remap for Toadette. And here we are. We've reached cinema. So time for shoutouts. Shout out all the runners. Shout out Div C. Shout out Ghetto, who's already done and got a pretty sick PB. I don't know what his PB was before that, but it sounds like it was pretty awesome. The PB, that is. Maybe not the PB before. And then Nimbus, who's potentially in second, maybe third. I think it's close still. And then shout out MichaelGuy, who's very close to Nimbus. And Retro, who's very close to MichaelGuy in RTA. But thanks to the runners for taking the time to... Were there any pre-records? I don't know. I was gonna say I'll be here live. Drop 4 hours for this run. Nothing else, they dropped 4 hours for this run. And then shout out Comms, that's me. And I don't know how to say his name. Schwino? I'm sorry, I butchered names so bad. Schwino the Great, who did the first like 2 hours of this run. And then also shout out Smutty the Restreamer. Restream. And then lastly the organizers. Are all the organizers on the darker stuff? I know 12-7's done like a lot of the work and dance stuff. Salmon's doing stuff. I'm sure Mark is. And Troy is probably doing stuff. That's all the organizers I see online at least. Shout out them. Shout out anyone else. I've said the word shout out so much. Nimbus is in darker. Totally missed it. And I think everyone else is about like a minute left to Toadette. How is Ghetto already booted up practice mode? Gasp, he was on modded firmware all along. No, probably not. No, it matters if he even was. Are they strict about that? I know it used to be like you shouldn't be on modded firmware, but as long as you have no mods on, it's fine. I think even at one point input display was okay. As long as there weren't other mods. But now I think they're more strict. There's a heart right here that I hope he gets. Good. Oh. How did Cappy do that? How did he hit the other 2 blocks? I think this lava bubble section is probably the worst part of Darker. Or the hardest part, I should say. Unless you're doing like crazy stuff like the freezing water section and Darker FRS. Spin throw, U-skip. Someone's got to do it, by the way. Oh, he did get towed. No, I had no idea. I should have been watching, but apparently I wasn't. I was not locked in during Lake 2. I think everyone else was in like sand or something. No, Metro. Maybe sand. Fun fact, you do go faster when you like swap sides with Yoshi here. So you want to kind of do that as much as you can. Barely faster, but faster. And honestly, it makes the section so much less boring. So it's like, no reason not to. And whatever, maybe you'll take a few more hits for like a few runs. Maybe that's why you wouldn't, but I think it's worth it. It's like, what are you even getting hit by after that part? As long as you're not on 1 HP. You might get hit by a fly. Please down throw. Okay, that works. I think even if you ground pound down throw, it still works pretty fine. You just don't want to be like right on the edge, I think. Okay, going very low for this glide on skip. And it works. Does going lower actually help? I see everyone do it, so I assume it does, but I also imagine that's like a high level thing where you're vectoring as you drop down. So I don't know which one it is. I hate these flies after Kaizo Darker. They're so bad. I would think if you're at the very top, you probably wouldn't. It'd be harder for sure, because I assume the idea is that since you want to be shaking while you're in the breeze, being lower means you're in the breeze for longer. But I might be making things up. But if that's the case, then being at the top would mean you're like hardly there at all. I just don't think being super low down would help anymore. Oh, how did that death happen? Also, where was it? I thought it was at this like whole section right at the start. Oh, what did he even get hit by? Did he get hit by the invader dude? I swear he was way past him. I usually do it pretty high up. My guess... Oh, GG Nimbus. I didn't see you skip. How did I miss that? I was so locked in on that death. That's probably a second place? I actually don't know. I'm starting to feel like it's very close. I don't feel like there's more than like 2.5 minutes of Darker left. You just sort of do glide on skip and then win. Retro's on 1 HP. Please don't die to the Burbos. I'm so scared. There's a good capture on the... Well, not a capture. Scarecrow. Yeah. Any 334, basically. Right? Because it's 245. No. It has to be under 334. Or right on it. I don't think he can. I think there's more than a minute. The climb alone, first off, he's kind of far to the right. I'm a little scared, but I think it's fine. The climb alone's like 30, 40 seconds. And then he's got to go through the whole thank you thing. That was very close, though. Come on, do spin throw for fun. Retro died again. What even happened? I saw him in the upward section. I saw him get a heart, and I assumed the rest would just be fine. Apparently, it was not fine. How do you die as Yoshi? Did he get hit twice by fuzzies? Oh, he was doing darker FRS. Yeah, this is gonna be third place by probably like 35, 40 seconds, which that is very close. A for, darker side being a 3-hour category and B for Div C. Well, that's pretty cool. GG's. Okay, I was so locked in on this sub area. Okay, no Yoshi this time. If you're not doing darker FRS, just get out of the Yoshi ASAP. Right, let's not have an incident here. Hey, don't bash on Joy-Cons. Oh, okay. That's kind of an interesting camera angle. I've never seen it. I just realized I've been watching the Twitch stream. Oh. No, he finished like 15 minutes ago. My bad for the super delayed reactions. It's because I had the Twitch stream open to have Twitch chat open. Can you turn off the stream? Hard to not watch it when they're side by side. All right, time for the very necessary U skip. Love to see it. I'm gonna start doing double U skip. I actually don't think I should because I think that would probably fall under like the BM disrespect thing. At least if I was in the lead, it's probably fine if I'm losing. Oh, the thing is yellow. What does that mean? GG's. Pretty solid race. I mean, obviously Ghetto kinda knocked it out the park. Second and third were a very, very close race, so. GG's, everyone. Now I need to pull up. Is there another race after this? I think there is. But I also think there's not, because I probably would have done that instead if I. Oh, there is one in When's 1 UTC? It's not right after this. It's in like 3 hours or like 2 hours. 1 UTC is 9 Eastern. So yeah, a bit over 2 hours. Nope. 3. Final answer, bit over 3 hours. Now, do we do interviews in Darker Open? I don't know. I haven't heard of any. No? Okay. Then I think we can wrap things up. I hope you all enjoyed this cinema Div C race. I had fun, even though I was only here for the last hour. Stay tuned for like in 3 hours. Video commentator? What? Anyway, stay tuned for the awesome Div S race in 3 hours and 14 minutes. 14 minutes. Bye bye.